They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Volunteers about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like we talked about with footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got him this time. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can fit it in a tight window.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To the ground with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got him first. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The missed 51-yard field goal now gives this offense good starting field position at its own 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, setting up the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. Looking to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quick pass on the jet motion. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the try is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he could not get loose on the run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you've got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium, but sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Running with power. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide out in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down coming up. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have a threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Fair catch, called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's going to pass. It's complete to the left.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Got it behind the line. It's Booker. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Timeout, Clemson.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. These DBs going to give a little cushion. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quick strike complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Got the first down and more. The expressway is wide open. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+, and belt out another verse of Country Roads. They're up by 28 over the Royals. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for fires and picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Doug.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move to the sticks and score touchdowns.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
That's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Clemson 17, Tennessee 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. These corners backing off a bit. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
These fans stepping up to help his defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And on the heels of that last big play, now you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, going up top. Trucks through the defender. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They want to run it left here. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... He's going for it all. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Power football with the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.